Wagwan. Ogenki desu ka? Everything good, everything crisp, everything Irie. I run go down a shop. It's Saturday evening, so I run go down at the shop. Let's see if I can get some things to deal with that thing in the evening. You know, in Jamaica, our parents had this kind of like tradition where they don't, why, for my morning exercise at work, belly I go down, you know. Belly I go down, watch there. Why? I'm not showing on the back. I'm gonna do a grand reveal. Okay, so yeah, you know, we have this kind of like tradition where the parents don't cook on weekends. Maybe Fridays, Saturdays, we just get like some delicacies. KFC. Nowadays, people can't buy KFC in Jamaica, eh? Or they fry dumpling with chocolate tea and outside very cold, so I have to deal with the things, so you see me? Yeah. Now catch none all morning, you know? Chocolate tea and them something there, you know? And like fritters and things like that. I deal with something. I bring you to go to the supermarket and see if we can talk a little bit there. What we're going to talk about today. Just hold on. And then we'll come back and finish our conversation with the thing when we make. Alright? Stay tuned, stick and stay. Like the video in the meantime. Soon come. Okay, I'm reach the shop. Rain all day. This is how the place look at. What is after 7? It's been raining all day. But I have a craving and I'm gonna satisfy it, so I'm going to get my stuff in the shop. Wait. So family. We say family. Don't try them sweet potato. They don't have any. Oh, finish. Alright, I'm gonna take up my trolley. I'm not gonna really do much video inside because the light is on and I don't want people to think I video them. So when I finish, I'll get back to the year. Soon come. I have sale out on the carrot them, so I need some for my soup. The shop here kind of more expensive, but they have the better carrots. I can make some carrot juice for dinner tomorrow as well. I have beetroot already, so I'll take up one of them here. This is for some dinner, some chicken back soup in the week. The cold weather here. Like how them clean up them chicken back properly, isn't it? So this is not for the something I do tonight. It's for some dinner in the week. Look on this. There's a joke. There's a trick, you know, when you come in at the evening, you get some sale out. So the strawberry them now, this is the prices. Oh my, they need to have some for 214 and then they finish 6 bills. Them looks distorted. It's not strawberry season. Oh God, I'm so tempted. Show ya man. Body want it, your body want it. I said, but which one I fit it now? They may look riper and nuffer. For them, none of them they make this, they make one, not true. Right, we finish off with that shop here now. Then we'll go over the other shop, go get the one more thing what we need for the something what I make tonight. So I'm at the other shop now. See, you can just come here with your bag and whatever. Because I saw them people here around them place. I'm going towards where I need to get my next item for my thing for tonight. Promise you, once they have it, you guys will see what I'm making tonight. Remember last week when we talked about the peacefulness? See there? You come here with my bag of groceries. And you just buy what you buy and don't mix up the things them. Don't intentionally mix them up. Alright, so here some may come right here, so let's see. I hope them have it, you know, man. Come and say me, oh, after me ride in the rain. After me ride in the rain. That be utterly disappointed. This is what I'm coming for. Drought. White name drought. Oh, you have another one. It's my first time trying there. I think there's another one. I'm gonna check. I left a basket right there, so I'm gonna check. I'm gonna talk about serious business tonight. One thing them keep bicycle here, you know, so I'm lock on the bicycle. Saturday night is like this. What do? Find ways to lively up yourself. What Bob Marley said, lively up yourself. Not true? Tadaima. Nobody inside. Somebody was inside and I said, how Kylie? So like prison doors, man. How Kylie? Meaning I'm back. Okay, welcome back. I'm got my indoor shoes. Alright. I did that thing on top. It was literally my lazy day. So things are kind of topsy-turvy. You understand? Things kind of topsy-turvy right now. Because not even my lunch dish, my prepare lunch no wash. No, everybody have them day there, you know. So nobody nobody come judge the eye. Don't judge I, Rastafari. Alright, so we can go and talk while me doing maybe still. Once you jump on them, I'm gonna wrap this something, you know. Then I'm gonna wrap them and then I'm gonna put them in a plastic bag. Want to talk about if you don't think Japan is going to open up to foreigners again or anytime soon? What do you think? I must say Japan we are talking about, you know, they were closed for almost 2 years, reopened late 2021, and by November closed again because of Omicron or whatever it's called. Close means a ban. Ban. You can't enter if you're not a permanent resident. Even hey, hear this. My voice sounds so clean the fridge tomorrow. Even if you are the spouse of a Japanese person, you just can't come in once you're a new entrant. Or yeah, once you're a new entrant, you're banned. Restricted. People have been protesting. Other people vex. People get married, you know. And I see them partner for over 2 years, you know. Persons were gearing up to come for the Christmas or to go away and whatever for the Christmas holidays, and you know, new baby born, Opachan, grandparents, all now dying out, want to see the grandkids, what heap of things are going. People have them plans. Boop, ban, dame. Can't come. Oh, you have your visa already? Sorry. Just can't come. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Gomenesai. Yeah, man. Gomenesai is a very important word, you know. It means I am extremely sorry. Alright, so 2 other things here I'm going to use tonight to make the thing. Soon start make the thing, man. I'm going to show you the other thing we're going to use to make the thing. What is? I use that. I'm going to use okra there. Okra here. What again we say? What we say? Yeah, people understand. Sorry. Granny could have dead. Pitney could have born and want to see parents and whatever. Sorry. Other thing here. Peanut. Let me have to go shell out this. Alright, no problem. Really have time tonight. Yeah. You know, I'm still going to talk a little bit. May I tell you this story, but let me just finish do the something, come back, and I tell you one story. And the story that I'm going to tell you, you can use it to pick sense out of nonsense. And soon come here. Remember to share the video in the meantime. What is it? Hey, dirt. My lively. Yeah. I can't bore it, my lively. Wagwan, welcome back. If this is your first time seeing my face, you can call me Sunshine. Sunshine Sensei, Sunshine, KD, anything is okay. If this is not your first time and you've always been watching my videos, thank you so much. Big up yourself and enough respect. Alright, so we basically finish. It's called strong back or putty back or peanut punch, whatever you want to call it. That's what we call it in Jamaica. And it's my dinner for tonight. It's basically a shake. I eat, man. It's good. Very powerful drink, you know. Have to build up the immune system. And for those persons who have live blankets and so, people say it's good. It's probably good, yeah, because a lot of strong stuff in there. I put the okra in there, by the way. Today's video is sponsored by One Big Irie Family. One Big Irie Family is available on Amazon, ships worldwide. There's also Irie Puzzle Book. Just type in Irie Puzzle Book on Amazon. It's the only book that's called Irie Puzzle Book. And yeah, it's available in Jamaica at the Norman Manley Airport, UA Bookshop, and some other locations. You can link me and I'll give you more detail. It's about my family life in Jamaica. It's a long time. I'm a storyteller, you know. Wait, peanut. Original storyteller, no. Yeah, man, so get a copy and let me know what you think about it. As I said before, I want to share this story. I remember when I was a child, there was one lady in the neighborhood or in the community had a television. Most of us didn't have TV because we couldn't afford it. So when our scheduled programs come on TV, we go to our house to watch them. So we rush from school and we know what time Tom and Jerry are going to start. We know what time Pink Panther are going to start. Beetlejuice. Yeah. And we just go by our house. I don't remember if Beetlejuice was in that time, but years ago, as you can see my age, you know. So we go by our house and we watch TV. Sometimes we can go inside and relax and everything is okay. But sometimes based on the vibe, because one thing with children, you know, you can't fool them, you know. Kids have sense. They pick up on little things. So there are times when the granddaughter is inviting us in. No, man, it's everything. We watch the TV from the window. Because you know when the older folks get miserable, kids don't really want to be around them. But we still went to watch TV because we wanted to watch TV. We needed that gratification. So we just avoid whatever happening in the house or whatever miserable, the granny might be miserable or whatever. I will watch the TV, I will go away. The same applies when we got to play with the granddaughter. She had some toys that we didn't have because we used to make our own dolly, you know. We sewed the dolly, stuffed them with the same material because my mom was a dressmaker for many years. So we learned how to sew from very tender ages, my sisters and I. So we would just draw the dolly, head, hands, feet, draw it on a piece of white fabric, cut it out, stitch with our hands, leave a little spot for stuffing, preferably in the head or the foot or so. So when you sew it up back, it don't show. We stuff it with fabric, stuff. And then now we have like falls here. We can go to the local hairdresser, big piece of hair. I will sew the hair on and our dolly that I will draw the eyes. I will make dolly clothes. I will feel good. But we never have the dolly set like, you know, stove set and pot and pans. And so our pot and pan were like cans and stone and whatever. So she had that legacy with the computer game and them things there, and we would just go there sometimes and play with them. And there are times when she shows bad face too, you know. When we say show bad face, you know, she get miserable or moody and you're playing with something and she say, I want that. And you say, but may I use it? No, but it's my something. You know, kids are. And they will tell her that my mother bought it for me, you know, it's my mother buy it. And you know, you feel a little weird and you might continue playing, but I'm getting somewhere. Just stick with me with this story. You might continue playing because you want that gratification. You want that immediate gratification. You want the pleasure of playing with the stuff. So you avoid whatever displeasure is coming at you. There are times though, when you get frustrated and you feel upset, and you get mad at your friend and you said, no, me I go down. So there are times when the grandmother behave a certain way and everything, and she's standing up in the middle, in the front of the TV, and she know where I watch it, and I was, me I go down here. Me I go down mean I'm going home. Bye. See you tomorrow or whenever. I'm going to my yard because I have a yard. My father always say, a 4 round, you know. 3 a company, so I don't need people yard. But you know, picnic stay, and then, yeah, persons come to our house as well, and stuff like that. So, we have had many situations, why the peanut? We have had many situations where we get upset and say, may I go down? Sometimes, the friend that we're playing with don't want us to leave. Says, okay, all right. Sit here. You can borrow it, use it. All right then. When you finish, tell me. When you finish, give me it, yeah? I remember those days, oh God. I wonder if picnic like that nowadays. Nowadays, picnic don't know them lifestyle, you know. Nowadays, picnic think about boyfriend. Picnic think about at hairstyle. Even in Japan, them love talk about boyfriend and girlfriend. You're going to the class as a foreigner and you're doing your self-introduction. I'm going to ask you, do you have a boyfriend? Their age of consent is 13, by the way. Anyways, that is for another story. So, you know, picnic stay there and say, all right, city. May I go down? No, you can't just stay. All right, so let me get to the point now. The story long. And it is a true stories, and some of the stories are in this book too. I believe Japan, that has locked away from the world for over 200 years. You hear me say over 200 years? I can Google it because Google me get enough of my information from. And the reason I'm talking about these things is because I live in Japan and we're creating awareness, and my channel is all about inspiration and education and entertainment. So you know, say even though I'm doing my little educational stuff, I have to put a little entertainment in there because that's who I am. You know, you see me? So it's not a putting down business hour because I have a whole lot of videos. I won't video me do, you know. I'm proud of myself still. Them of them not get no good views, but in due time they will get the views that they need to get. Everybody move at a different pace. Everybody's journey different. Some YouTubers start 3-4 months, 100,000 depending on the popularity or whatever. But I don't mind if 1 or 2 persons are inspired and blessed. Me feel good. And a lot of persons said to me, say, yo, this way you said that video, whatever, has helped me. So that is our aim, right? So when we're talking about these things, it's not like me I say mouth make for chat me, I chat anything, but you can't talk me in my mouth. I'm talking about things that affect foreigners in Japan because I am in that minority. I'm a foreigner in Japan. And I live in Japan, so I'm doing videos and content about Japan. When I move from Japan, I will do content about somewhere else. And so we will talk about different things, and we have to just make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos, because I don't have a posting schedule. When I'm inspired, like when this strong back is me post a video. I can post twice a week, can post once a week. I don't know. Might develop a strategy, you know, when I have like a stable audience. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Neo-sakoku. It's like an isolationist policy. And I'm thinking for a nation, a society that has been isolated for over 25 years, why would they feel any way about a mini isolation or a ban not letting foreigners in? Because, of course, back in those days, when there was the isolationist policy going on, they were not able to travel. Foreigners weren't able to come in, except for the few because of business or whatever. But if they travel out of Japan, they were liable of punishment by death. So it was very strict. So now they can do them thing, because guess what? The foreigner them, you know, are bringing the whole thing. You see me? I foreigner them, I pollute the place. So lock them out and make them stay outside. And once them stay outside, the cases them go down, which is, I'm just being sarcastic. You see me? I say it's a sad situation. And I'm saying, obviously, it's not gonna be a problem. Like, if I'm used to playing with myself, I'm always playing with my, that don't sound right. Take on my note, I got. If I'm always playing with my dolls, always playing with watching my TV by myself, whether you come or go, it doesn't matter to me, you know. If you want to say me a go down, it no matter to me, you know. It doesn't matter, because I'm already used to it. And that's the case. That is the case. There are polls that indicate that citizens of Japan has voted for the ban to continue, though families are suffering, and people who have lived here for decades, over 2-3 decades, built businesses, paid a lot of taxes. Because trust me, when we talk about taxes, listen to this.
As taxes. It'd be odd for my channel if I didn't mention money. Japan isn't the most efficient place for taxes. Depending on your income, you can pay anywhere from 5% all the way to 45% for the national tax. And then in addition to that, there's the local tax, which is around 10%. Meaning if you're at that top end of income, you could be taxed over half. To put that into perspective, paying over 50% in taxes means that you're essentially working January through June for the government every year. I have no problem paying taxes, but there's no escaping the thought that you could have a similar life elsewhere and pay less in taxes.
It's not like I'm the only one talking because I have a gross against it. When we talk about Jamaica too, we talk about the nastiness and the crosses with them going with. You understand? Because more, it's not just mouth make for chat. So if you want to have the conversation with me, it might not matter. A lot of the problem with the world today now is that once it doesn't affect you, you don't care. So I don't live in Japan, neither am I a Jamaican or a minority in a particular country, and I'm not being isolated, and I may never tell nobody if you move from them country going away. I may never tell if you born in Jamaica, and I didn't tell you to born in a poor family, and I didn't tell you to go and get yourself in slavery. It not affect me, because why should I care? And sometimes we don't care until it gets to our door. You may never know. So having this conversation for me is to raise awareness. I'm not sure how long I'll be having these conversations. My channel might change, like, marriage content and stuff like that. You know me, speak it into being. Yeah, so while I'm being inspired, I could talk about them, man. Tell me if I'm thinking wrong now. So you're used to yourself. You're used to being by yourself. You don't care about the rest of the world because they're non-existent to you. And all right, we need something from the rest of the world because we're becoming an aging population, and we need workforce, we need some globalization, we need our people to get on par with international relations and English language, which is a universal language. And for us to be we are being harshly criticized by the other countries in the G7, so we need them. We'll allow them to come and use some of our resources and enjoy themselves, but it has to be mutually benefiting. And once we feel like it's not mutually benefiting, we can go down. All right, here tomorrow, you come back tomorrow? No, because you're too mean. All right, I'll just continue playing with my stuff. Notwithstanding the many families that are suffering, and many persons are protesting and asking for all sorts of petitions to be signed because they want to see their family. We weren't made to live in isolation as human beings. So they want to come in, but because they're new entrants, they can't enter the country. As it is now, the cap has moved from 3,500 students and foreign workers only, not tourists, to 5,000 a day, because you don't know that will make it disease. And so stay out, man. Then if you update them people and make them people know say the cases are still rising even though the ban are gone, and that is where the criticism is coming in. And you're being criticized now, say all right then, let me see what's can go on, because I don't talk politics, and I realize that's where it is going. So make us stop it right there. So listen to this lady, and then make sure you get a copy of the book.
Japan is by far my favorite country in the world, and I'm really grateful that I've been able to spend so many years here. And it's probably not the last time I'll live in Japan, but there are some things about Japan that I wish were a little different. And I think living and working here versus being a tourist here is different. In Japan, there are these unspoken rules. If you're visiting Japan, you'll never experience this, and it's not expected of you. But if you do live here, there are unspoken rules you're expected to follow, and if you don't follow them, you're judged. For example, if you're working in an office building and going into an elevator, there's an unspoken rule that if you're a woman, you're expected to stand right where the elevator buttons are and hold the door open to let all the men out of the elevator first, then you have to be the last one out, sort of out of respect for the men. And in general, I think there's still a lot of progress that needs to be made here for women's equality. A lot of work that needs to be done. Another thing that I know not everyone will understand or relate to or agree with, so I want to be a bit sensitive about how I say it because I can only speak about my personal experience and I don't want to make generalizations. But as a half Japanese person here, my mom is Japanese, my dad is American, I've never felt fully accepted as Japanese. In Japan, I'm seen as a foreigner. There's a term called hafu, half, meaning you're half Japanese. And I remember a few years back, Naomi Osaka, who also has a Japanese mother and is hafu, decided to give up her US citizenship so that she could play for Japan in the Olympics. And this was the water cooler talk at the time among my Japanese colleagues. Is Naomi Osaka Japanese enough? They'd mentioned how she doesn't even speak fluent Japanese. And I remember feeling sad that instead of celebrating that this incredible athlete would be representing Japan, the conversation was on whether she was Japanese enough. And things are changing in the right direction, and this isn't representative of all Japanese. There are closed-minded people in every country, but it is something that, especially as a hafu, I've always felt a bit sad about.
So it's up to us. If we go yard, me go down because me not take certain treatment, or me want what you have. It seem better than down at my yard. The seeming lack. So even if it's abuse or whatever, if you just take it. We can talk about many more things, but as I say, is as I'm inspired, so I'm not even sure if I will be talking about many other things. God knows who need these videos at this time. Come on, me just a chat, so just start a podcast. But we could see how it go for the rest of the year now. Pick up on yourself, stay safe. We talk again here. Boom bang. I'm out.